Okay, so we have our loop on our tonal paper, and now we're going to add the highlights and the shadow. Now the shadows, you work into the corners where the loop of the ribbon is going under. So we would have shadow there on this one and shadow there. And obviously you want to be a lot neater than that, but you're going to work quite heavily with that pencil. So you're going to make the darkest tone you can, and then as you work out along the ribbon, you're going to ease upon that pressure so it blends and melts into the tonal paper. So that can just take you a minute or two. Now if the loop is very small, you probably wouldn't pull the shadow out this much, but as this is quite a large loop, we can blend it out quite a long way. So we'll do the same on this side as well. And hopefully you can start to see that this shading is emphasising that inner curve. So I'm working my pencil out along the ribbon. That's really important. I don't want you to shade across the shape. Okay. And just blend over that. Now also, because this part of the ribbon is overlapping that one, you might want to just put a little bit of shadow to suggest that one part of the ribbon is resting on the other, but really just very subtly, just a small amount. And this might be where you can use your finger sometimes to smudge as well, just to soften up the small amount. Now the highlights, we use white chalk, and we place the chalk where the ribbon is coming out at its fullest curve. So on this section it's probably going to be around here, and I'm going to use the chalk in a forwards and backwards motion to create kind of a ribbon effect. I'm doing slightly longer lines at the edges and shorter in the middle, and again I can kind of diffuse the edges just by blending with my hand. Also there's a curve which comes out here, so I'm going to do the same here as well. So I'm following the contours of the ribbon, slightly longer at the edges, so it's like an H in a way, and blend that out. So those are the two sections where you're building up highlights and then tonal lowlights. Now if we look at the example here, all we have here is an extended version of what we've just done, and in certain places the highlights have just been extended if there's a long section of ribbon, and maybe some of the shading and shadows have been pulled out slightly too, just to give that ribbon a nice flow. But the technique is exactly the same. This is just a larger version of it. All right, great. Good luck. Have a go.